Do you want a Gorilla Tag profile picture just like these ones? Well, I will be teaching you how in today's video and giving you some secrets people gatekeep.
Hey pal, you better like this video right now.
Okay, so once you've downloaded Blender from Steam or from Google, visit this page that I'm on right here. This is where you're going to get your Gorilla Tag model. Now, I like to use a bit of a later version of the model because the newer one's just a little bit like buggy sometimes because it's meant to work with mocap. So I recommend going for the date I'm highlighting right now because that is my personal favorite to use. So just download that and open it up and you'll have your monkey here in Blender. So first thing first, we're going to make the whole background dark. So we're just going to go ahead and select the little world icon there, the little pink world icon, and select that. And we're going to click on this yellow node. But first things first, make sure to switch to the different shade of view up there, the one that's blue. And yeah, make sure that's on. And then select brightness and contrast after you click on the yellow node. And make sure to turn all the settings on that to completely 0. Now you're also going to go ahead and click on your monkey there, and then go ahead to that little material icon down there, and we're going to turn color emission to 0 and change the subsurface to something like 0.022. Now change your glossy color to white and change the glossy strength to what is shown here. Now, I'm going to show you how to do the custom faces. So, you're going to go ahead to the shading panel and you're going to see these little nodes here. You're going to right click and you're going to add an image texture node. Now, in the description of the video, there will be a link to my Discord server where I will include lots of the different things you'll need to do this tutorial. And the face textures will be in there. They're just images that you can download in a file, as I'm about to show case right here. It's just a bunch of different images that you can import and make your custom face in your thumbnail or profile picture. So as you can see here, I've got loads and loads of different faces, custom faces to choose from. So yeah, make sure to go and get that if you like the ones you see in thumbnails and things. So yeah, if you just look at that, I'm going to select some random one from here, and then I'll show you how to put it onto your monkey. Okay, once you've selected your face, you're going to connect the yellow line from color on the image node straight to face texture change, which is what I'm about to show you. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to drag that little yellow line across to face texture. And now it'll take a bit to load, but you'll see your monkey and it will just look normal. You may be wondering what's going on, but basically all you need to do is super simple. You just drag the little face texture change thing right here on the node to 100. And your monkey's face will change just like that. Now, we do need it to look super pixely like it does in the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to select closest instead of linear, which means it's going to look pixely like it does in Gorilla Tag. Okay, that's looking great. We're getting somewhere now. Okay, go ahead and select your render settings and make sure bloom, screen space reflections, and ambient occlusion are turned on. Press the arrow next to bloom and make sure the threshold is at 10. And also make sure intensity is at 10. I'd recommend changing your render and viewport to something like 16. That's probably what's going to work the best. Okay, time for a super sick secret that a lot of people gatekeep that really smooths out your monkey. Click on your monkey's fur and go to the tool icon. It should say modifiers. Add modifiers, click generate and click subdivision. Sorry, that's a mouth. Subdivision surface. And now you're going to add that on. You're going to click simple and you're going to change the number to what is shown there. Okay, now right click your monkey and click shade flat. Then right click your monkey again and press shade smooth. Looking smooth. Okay, so all you're gonna do is click on your monkey's name tag and change to edit mode. Now you're gonna get rid of gorilla and type in whatever name your username is for your profile picture. I'm just gonna put something like cool monkey, I think. Select your tools on the left side and change it to scale mode, and then just scale up your name to what looks good. It's always better to have a bigger name just because it looks more sticky out in thumbnails and profile pictures. Now we want our name tag to have some glow, so select your name and then go to the materials panel where you can edit all the materials like you did with the monkey's fur. You should see name tag as the text at the top, and then just select the little node there and change it to emission mode. Adjust the strength however you like, but I prefer doing it how I am here. And yeah, you could copy the numbers down or you could just adjust the strength until it looks good on your monkey. Now we're going to go back to the render settings and scroll down to the bottom where it says color management, and all we're going to do is change this to filmic and very high contrast. This just makes your monkey look way more better and way more detailed than it would on any other setting. Okay, so I've gone ahead and changed the colour of our monkey to a nice dark green, and I think it's really suitable for the monkey right now. And we're just going to go ahead and add in some great lights just to make our monkey look even better. Now adjust your lights until the monkey looks great. Play around with the strength and stuff. I've just sped it up here. Now I'm going to go and play with our glossy strength just to make it look even better and even stronger, so we have a bit more of a rim lighting outline on it. And I'm also going to change the colour of the glossiness just so it gives that rim lighting effect of different colours to make our monkey look even better. I played around with different colours and I eventually settled on one, but we will be changing it later at the end because I thought it didn't really sit right with me how the monkey looked. So yeah, just bear that in mind for later on if the colour does change with the glossiness. Now you can get the cosmetics from the link in the description, or there's this super nifty Blender plugin which is called Sketchfab for Blender. Now a lot of the cosmetics I've got are off Sketchfab, but they do have this wonderful plugin which allows you to actually just go ahead and import any model you want from the software itself, so you don't actually have to go on the web and download anything. It's all there for a little plugin, so you can actually just mess around with different cosmetics, different objects in your background, and just remove them straight away without having to download tons of stuff. But not everyone wants to have plugins, so you can just go to the link in the description and get some great packs of cosmetics that are from Sketchfab. Now, bear in mind that a lot of the cosmetics, they're not going to have the most up-to-date things, so I'm sure there are a lot of different places you could get the cosmetics from, but I recommend Sketchfab because it's the best. Now, you're going to want to import them by clicking File, Import, and then whatever file you downloaded the cosmetics in. It's either going to be FBX or GLB. I already have some GLB cosmetics installed there, so I'm just going to go and import them, and we could try out different things on our character to see what looks the best. So as you can see right now, I'm just adjusting the sunglasses to look in perfect proportion on our character. Now, there are a couple of different ways you can move about cosmetics. I prefer just doing it manually this way, as that's how I just prefer to move it about, seeing it in a 3D space. But there are different ways you can move objects in 2D spaces, which are probably a bit easier than this, but I just like to position it on my monkey like so, because I feel like it gives the best like manual way of adjusting the monkey's glasses or cosmetic. And yeah, there, the glasses are straight on our monkey, and a little bit more adjusting, and then we are complete. Now you can obviously have whatever cosmetic you want on your monkey. Just place it on their head if it's a head cosmetic, chest if it's a chest cosmetic, holdables on the hand. But now you're going to want to know how to actually parent it. So when you move your monkey's head or arms, that it actually moves with the arms. So I'm going to show you right now. I'm just doing a bit of material adjusting on our cosmetic by going to the material section and changing the metallic and roughness of the cosmetic. And now here we go. Make sure you're in pose mode and select the neck bone. I'm only selecting the neck bone because it's a head cosmetic. So yeah, I'm selecting the neck bone there, and then I'm pressing Control P, selecting bone. And now we can see our monkey can quite literally break his neck. Okay, now we've got our cosmetics parented properly, we're going to add in a camera. So all I'm going to do is go to add and press camera. And to zoom in on the camera to see what the camera views, you can either press numpad 0 on your keyboard or just this little camera button right there. As yeah, you'll be able to see what it's going to look like when it's finally rendered. Now we're going to move our camera and position it to how we want for now, just so it's got the whole monkey in frame, and we're going to do some camera settings. Now change your resolution to 3840 pixels by 3840 pixels, as yes, that's going to be the best we can get quality. So if you do want, if your PC isn't, well, as good, I'd recommend lowering it down to maybe 1080p. That's probably a little better. So now we've got all the settings. Make sure your frame rate's at 60 fps or 30 fps. It doesn't matter for now, just because we're doing a thumbnail or profile picture. It only matters if you're doing an animation with the frames per second there. So we're going to go ahead now, straight down to the little green camera button down at the bottom, and we're going to change the focal length to something like 22 millimeters. It gives us a sweet and nice long view. So if we zoom in on our character by moving the camera forward, it's going to look super cool, and I'm not sure how to say, but like it just gives it a bit more depth. Okay, perfect. Now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go straight back into pose mode, so we can move about our monkey and make him pose in different ways. So once we've changed to pose mode, we're going to select any of the bones, and we're just going to adjust our monkey in a good position. So you can do anything you like, and I'm going to skip forward once I've got a nice position. Sick, that's a great position. I think it looks awesome. Now I'm just going to go back to materials and change the glossy colour to a nice blue, because I think it goes super nicely with the green. Now just before we end the video, select depth of field in the camera settings and adjust it until some of the background is blurred out, but make sure your monkey is still in focus. And also adjust the f-stop to however you'd like, as it's going to make more objects focused and more objects blurred. Now at the top, press render as image and wait, and boom! There is your new profile picture, just like all the other ones I showed at the start. Very similar, and obviously you can change things in the background with it using other things from Sketchfab. Just mess about with it and see what you like best. It's the Me Has, and if this video was any use to you, make sure to like and subscribe.